Alhamdulillah nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruhu wa nu'minu bihi wa natawakkalu alayhi wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. May yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa may yudlil fala hadiyalah. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam tabaraka wa sallama tasliman kasiran kasira amma ba'd. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa man ahsanu qawlan mimman da'a ilallah wa amila salihan wa qala innani minal muslimin. My dear brothers and respected sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is our Rabb, our creator, our provider, and who will guide us to the correct path. In order to invite us to Him, He have chosen among men, to become His prophets or His messengers, and He communicate with that prophet through revelation, wahyu, to give him orders what to do and what not to do. There's so many prophets being sent, from Adam till Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So up to Muhammad sallam, there will be no more prophet, because Islam is complete. Allah has accepted Islam as the religion for the entire mankind. So with Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah sent the Quran. Quran is the last revealed book of Allah, which contain all the other revelation which Allah has given in the past books of Allah, in the previous books of Allah. So we have to read the Quran only, not the Taurat, not the Injil, not the Psalm. We only need to read the Quran only. Quran is complete, and Allah has not given safety to the previous book of Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not safeguard the content of that previous book of Allah, but Allah safeguard the content of the Quran from being manipulated, from being to be modified. So rest assured that when you read the Quran, we'll be able to know the truth. And if you follow the Quran, you obey the Quran, then you will be able to follow the truth, and you'll be able to become the righteous, or the one who fear Allah, or the true believer, the good deeds. And you rest assured that your place will be in paradise. So the life in this world is not the real life. It's a life to test us as to whether we believe in Him or we are not willing to believe in Him. So in order to test us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made Himself invisible. Only His books is visible. The Quran is evident to show that Allah exists. If Allah does not exist, how could the Quran is there? And you can look at the Quran, whether it's the word written by Muhammad or not. You can read it. You don't even read and you see Quran is written by Muhammad, just simply because your scholars, Christian and Jew scholars, are saying that the Quran is not the book of Allah, is written by Muhammad. You don't listen to them. They are your enemies actually. They work all out day and night. They are the companions of the devils. Their work is only to attain material wealth, the petty material wealth. That's all. And in order to do that, He doesn't want you to believe that the Quran is the book of Allah, but it's written by Muhammad, so that you don't follow the Quran, you don't read the Quran. And then you will follow them, and together with them, we'll go to hellfire. So don't follow them. Follow Quran. Follow Allah, who have revealed the last book, who has safeguarded the book from being modified, manipulated by the shrewd scholars of the Jews and the Christians. If you don't try to read it, then you are not trying to know the truth. You don't even want to read it. That means you are not even trying to know the truth. Then how can you know the truth? And you are only to blame for not having to choose to follow the truth. So you must choose the truth, and I'm telling you directly that in order for anyone to know the truth, you cannot read any other books or any other revealed books except the Quran. And with the grace of Allah, Allah has given me the tawfiq to interpret the Quran in English. The Quran has been interpreted into English by our scholars, Malaysian scholars who knows Arabic, and I'm only interpreting the English translation which has been done by them into English. So you read that tafseer of Quran, which are available from Amazon.com and Google Play, and you try to obtain the copies of the Quran and read it diligently with patience and perseverance, and surely you will find the truth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I've never heard anybody among the Christians or the Jews who know the truth without reading the Quran. All of them are being given tawfiq to embrace Islam after reading the Quran. So the Quran is the book of truth. And those Muslims who are not reading the Quran are fools. They will not become true Muslims. Those Muslims who don't even read Quran, don't want to understand the Quran. They only read Arabic, reciting it with a good voice, in a good voice and a good tajweed. That's about all. And memorize the Quran, and not willing to obey, and they are fools. The Quran are not meant for that, only to read, not to understand, not to obey. The Quran is meant for us to obey. All the orders of Allah which Allah has mentioned in the Quran has to be known by us, and how to do it. We have to learn, my brother. We have to get going, learning. We shouldn't be a person who doesn't want to know the truth, doesn't want to read the Quran. Only reading, only reciting and getting rewards is not the aim as to why Quran has been revealed. It has been revealed by Allah so that we obey all the orders of Allah, what Allah wants us to obey in the Quran. So we must obey. We read, we understand, and we obey. When we obey the orders of Allah in the way Muhammad SAW, with the intention to please Allah, then only that opening the doors to guidance. If we are not willing to do anything, not even trying to understand the Quran, not even trying to obey it, then Allah will not guide us, because we are included among the wicked. The people who are wicked, the people who are being grouped into persistently, disobeying the order of Allah, who are not willing even to have Allah as their God, not willing, and Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. So you regret about this decision of yours in the day of hereafter, and that regret will be not of any use to you. You will be in the hellfire being burned, and you may scream, nobody will hear you, nobody will help you, and you will never be able to get out from the hellfire, and you will have to suffer, and no one to blame except yourself. You may blame the shaitan, the devils, who are your friends, but he will say, you are already wrong when I'm with you. You are already deviated from the path. Because those whom Allah has given guidance, that means the true believer, the good deeds, Allah will make the shaitan not able to deviate them. we can only be safe and protected from the shaitan when we become the true believer of good deeds. When we will become the true believer of good deeds? When we will be able to attain the level of iman which Allah is pleased, and when we can obey the orders of Allah in the way of Muhammad SAW with the intention to please Allah. So when we are ikhlas, when we are sincere in obeying the order of Allah, then shaitan has no power, to deviate us. Like Rashidi, shaitan has power on him. Shaitan has power on him. Shaitan has power on him. Why? They have not become the true believers of the good deeds. The devils, everyone has a shaitan. Rasulullah tell Aisha was surprised. How come Nabi Sallam tell him the shaitan is disturbing you? He said, yeah, everybody has shaitan. Rasulullah said, yes, even with you, yes. You see? But my shaitan has become subdued. In another narration, he has become Muslim. So we must know that we have a devils to accompany us. And that devils of ours are working very hard day and night to make sure that we are not follow the truth. We will not read the Quran. We will not obey the Quran. If we read the Quran, only reading the Quran. The shaitan will not want us to understand the Quran. If we understand, the shaitan says, don't obey it. So during the period before we become the true believers of good deed, we have to struggle very hard. We have to constantly fighting with the devils. We must suppress our desires to follow our whims and fancy. We shouldn't follow. So we should struggle to suppress. To suppress our desire. Because when we follow our desire, it means we follow shaitan. Shaitan cannot subdue us, cannot trample upon us when we follow the Quran, the truth. He gets scared. But when we follow the desire, that means we follow shaitan, like Sufyan. So make sure that when you follow desire, your desire is to follow shaitan. If you keep on going on to follow your desire, you will keep on going on to follow the shaitan. And the shaitan is not your friend, they are enemies. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that the shaitan is an open enemy. What do you mean by an open enemy? Saman.
We know that the shaitan is always attack us all the time.
Shaitan, Allah says, shaitan is your open enemy. Will never be your friend. Open enemy means will never be your friend. Open. Always enemy. You don't try to say, okay, I follow him this time. He may be my friend. No. He will never be your friend. An open enemy. You know? So don't ever try to follow him because he's your open enemy. So once you follow the shaitan will never make you to obey Allah's orders. The work of the shaitan is to destroy us. And how to destroy us? Is to when we disobey the order of Allah, we will be destroyed. So shaitan will never invite us to the order of Allah, to obey the order. Shaitan will always, in all circumstances and conditions, will invite us to disobey the order of Allah. Know that. You know that when you follow your desires, you are following the shaitan, you are not following the truth. And your end point of life will be hellfire. So decide now in this world, the shaitan will be in the hellfire after this life. They will not be able to persuade you to disobey the order of Allah any longer. But now in this world, he has been given the chance to live till the day, the doomsday, you know. He asked Allah, I've been cursed by you because of Adam's. He was saying, I was cursed by you because I disobey your order, not to bow to Adam. Actually, Shaitan disobedient has made him to be cursed, not because of Adam. He was saying the wrong word. Because of Adam, you have cursed me. It's not because of Adam. Because of my disobedience to your order, you have cursed me. So, who is doing wrong? It's not Adam. It's him. But Shaitan is a person who never admit that he's doing wrong. He's always right. Because he's arrogant. He's proud. And the reason as to why he's proud and arrogant, that's why he doesn't want to bow before Adam when Allah ordered him. He shouldn't bow against Adam before Adam if Allah does not order him. But Allah has ordered him, but he declined to obey. And that disobedience of his has made him to be cursed. So he said to Allah, because of Adam, you cursed me, so please, oh Allah, make me to live till the doomsday, so that I will take away all the children of Adam to hellfire. So that is a solemn vow. It is a solemn promise to Allah that He will do that. Then Allah says, you may take, but not the sincere. You may take the children of Adam with you, but I will not let you to take the sincere, the one who is sincere. You see? You must understand these things, what Allah said to the devils correctly. So if you want to be protected from the devils, you must become a person who sincerely believes in Allah. So when you are known to be sincere, when you have the level of iman which Allah is pleased, then Allah will give you sincerity, little sincerity, not that much, but it's sufficient enough for Allah to safeguard yourself from being onslaught by the devils. So the devils they are invisible beings, they are jinns. They are there. The devils have already assigned every one of the jinns, the devil jinns, to be with you. And they always whisper you. When you pray, He will be there with you to whisper many things. So if you find while praying you do not remember Allah, remember many things, it's not your work, it's the work of the devils. Whisper for you from the moment you start to say Allah Akbar till Assalamu Alaikum, then only you remember maybe other thing. But in prayer, he will whisper because he says, I don't want to make his prayer to be accepted by Allah. Why Allah has made him to overpower you in your prayer? Because you have not attained sincerity. So when you don't attain sincerity, even if you pray, your prayer is not accepted. No matter as to whether shaitan disturb you or not, but you're not sincere. You never do the salat for the sake of Allah. You do the salat because you want reward, because you want to enter to Jannah, because you want people to praise you. So no matter whether shaitan is there or not, even shaitan is not there, prayer will not be accepted. Because you are not sincere. Why you are not sincere? You are not able to attain the level of iman which Allah is pleased, upon which Allah will give you sincerity. Rashidi until today are not able to have sincerity in his prayer. Similarly with all of you. That's why you never remember Allah in your prayer. It becomes very hard for you to remember Allah. You start to remember many things because Allah has assigned the shaitan who are with you to have power over you. This is the only thing that you know, that you are under the power of the shaitan. So you cannot kill the shaitan by screaming with him towards him, or by bashing him and taking sticks and beating yourself. The shaitan will run away. Other things he will not be so close, except in your prayer, he will be whispering to you. But other time he's there. It's all the time, When you look at girls, the shaitan will make your eyes, persuade you to look at the buttocks of the girls, look the way the girl move, make you attracted, make you coming near to the girls, make you to molest the girl, then you end up in jails. Then the shaitan say, I'm free from you. So the shaitan will trying to make you. That's why Allah says, you must lower down your gaze, not looking particularly at women and girls, at the buttocks of the girls. This is dangerous. Many things, if you look at your friends drinking wines, and then the shaitan says, you drink only this time, not only this time, never do it again. Then you drink, then you end up drinking. Similarly when drugs, Satan says, take it, this time only. And you say, okay lah, this time only. Then you keep on taking drugs. Then your girlfriend asks you, we make sex. No, cannot. Make sex, only this time, we'll get married. And we follow the shaitan and make sex. After making one sex, we make another sex. And keep on doing sex. That's how we follow shaitan. Why we follow shaitan? Answer me. When he is your enemies. Why Yazid? Why Samad?
Follow our desire.
No, why you follow shaitan? Because you have been subdued by shaitan. Shaitan is in power with you. You follow shaitan because Allah has made the shaitan to be your boss. That's why you follow shaitan. Shaitan able to trample upon you, to subdue you. So you have no choice but to follow. So now, how to make the shaitan not having power with that? The only thing is to become the true believer, the good deeds. And how to become the true believer? Not only say, I want to become true believer, that's all. Reading books, no. By doing the first order of Allah, after reciting the kalima. After we have recited the kalima, we shouldn't straight go to prayer. The prayer is not as the first order of Allah after reciting the kalima. It is the second order of Allah. The first order of Allah, which now shaitan has been successfully able to make the Muslim to understand that after the reciting the kalima, the first order is prayer. Shaitan has successfully made this order to be alienated, to be deleted from the religion of Islam, from many religions in the past also, from the Muslim in the past. They don't follow. Even during the time of the prophets still alive, they don't even follow. So the reason why, as to why they don't follow, that's why after the death of their prophet, they turn into apostasy. They turn into, they deviated from the correct path. Similarly with the Ummah of Muhammad Sallam, the shaitan is working very hard to make the believers to forget from doing the work of inviting people to good, forbidding people from evil. Because that is the first work which Allah has made far on those who have recited the kalima. And only after now, only now, Allah has made us to understand. Only because I've been trying very hard. Not because I sit down and not thinking anything. No, I was thinking very hard and crying to Allah. What has made this religion, which I'm following now, are not able to give me even the khushu of prayer? How come? I was screaming, crying to ask Allah to show me the way. Not that I keep on, okay, no, as everybody is doing. As everyone is doing, running. So how can Allah show you? If you want something very, very beautiful, very important, you cannot simply ask by making like this only. You must cry like a baby. I know one thing, that a baby is a child who unable to walk, able to talk, unable to do anything, but they have needs. they want milk, they want medicine or something. The only thing they do is to cry. But when they cry, the mother knows. Allah make them know. So their needs are fulfilled. Similarly, myself, I said to myself, I do not know anything. I don't know what to do. My Lord, my Allah knows everything. So how am I going to ask Him? Not only saying this, I'm a baby. So I should cry to Him. And I cried, and I cried, and I cried until Allah show me the way. And that's how it come to know now that I'm doing this work of inviting people to good, forbidding people from evil. And I used to tell the people of Tabligh that you should do this work, and you should never should never rest or stop doing this work until you die. Some people follow, but many do not follow, because it is something very new. To tell them that the first order of Allah after reciting the kalima is to do the work of inviting people to good, forbidding people from evil, is something that never heard before. They never heard before from any scholars of the world. And all of a sudden, a non-scholar, Islamic scholar, a doctor, at that time I was only a doctor, an optometrist, saying them that the first order of Allah after reciting the kalima is to do the work. Oh, it's something very new. This is nonsense. He may say it as he like, but we never follow him. So they don't want to follow me, but I keep on persistently. And until Allah give me the tawfiq to write the tafseer of the Quran. And the tafseer of the Quran is innumerable numbers, not one, not two, innumerables. Tafseer which I have made is the reason as to why we have become debated. Allah help is not with us. It's because of weak iman. And because of weak iman, we are not the true believers in good deeds. It's because we have not obeying the first order of Allah after reciting the kalima. So in the hadith, Nabi Sallam said, everybody who recited the kalima will have the blessing. The two blessing is not having sadness and not having miseries and calamities, except when he fulfilled the right of the reciting the kalima. And the Sahaba asked the Prophet, what is the right of reciting kalima? Prophet says, if you see evil being committed openly, you must forbid them. That's why, that's from the hadith you can infer that the first order of Allah after reciting the kalima is to do the work of inviting people to good, forbidding people from evil, not to pray. So the whole Muslim in the whole world now are praying. They are not doing the work of inviting people to good, forbidding people from evil. As a result of that, they don't attain the level of iman which qualify them to become the true believers with the good deeds. As a result of this, almost the entire Muslim in this world have no khushu in their prayer. Have no khushu. You can ask those scholars of yours who've been teaching and praying, sincerely ask me. I told them, are you have khushu in your prayer? They will answer no. Because in order to attain khushu in prayer, you not only to become the true believer with good deeds, but you must become the true believer with good deeds with a very high level of iman. Very high level of iman. Because that's why the first thing which has been taken out from the earth is khushu in prayer. The first thing which Allah will take away from the earth is khushu in prayer. So that's why it is very difficult to find someone who is khushu in prayer. Many people ask Ustad how to get khushu in prayer. All the answer is the same. Stereotype answer, because you don't take care of your food. You're taking food which are subhat, like McDonald's, KFC. That's not the answer. Because you don't have that level of iman, which is higher than the level of iman which Allah gives to the true believers Buddhists, but even more. Almost close to become the level of Allah. Not close, but middle way. So it is something very, very difficult to attain unless you do the work of inviting people to good, forbidding people to good, many years without any rest, not even a day. You must constantly doing the work day and night, or do not day and night, daily, At least 45 minutes to 1 hour. You know. In the early days before I do works morning and evening, every day, I went to see the Muslims. Then only I see the non-Muslim and non-Muslim. When I start to see the non-Muslim, that is the true work. Before I only see Muslim, it's not the true work. When I start to see the Muslim and the non-Muslim, then only I'm doing the true work. Then only my iman is elevated day by day, week after week, until I reach to the level of iman which Allah enable Allah to give to me, the khushu in prayer. So in the whole world, I can tell you, there's only 1% who have khushu in prayer. Nobody else in the entire world, since so many years, centuries, have khushu in prayer. And such a very valuable things which Allah has given to me, I should share it to all of you. But only for those who want to follow me and obey me. If you do not want to follow me and obey me, you will never be able to get. Even those who are with me, listening to my lectures, are not obeying my orders, they will never be able to get that level of iman upon which they will be given khushu. And to have khushu in prayer is such a very enjoyable thing to have, because you'll be able to perform prayer with complete remembrance of Allah in every rakat, and you always remember everything that you said to Him, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is listening to you. When you know what you are talking about in your prayer, then Allah is also will respond to you, and then Allah will respond to your dua, the dua in your prayer, in your Fatiha, in your when you sit between two sujood, it's a prayer. Allah will listen to you, and you just become a person who are accepted by Allah, and Allah's help is with you. You will not get any miseries, you will not get any difficulties, neither in this world nor in the hereafter. You will be complete person, who are successful. So not having wealth, not having money will make you successful. Not to become the richest man in the world will make you become successful. Not to become the most powerful president in the world will make you successful. Nothing of that sort. The one that make you successful when you have Allah with you. And Allah only will be with you when you follow and obey His orders in the way Muhammad Sallam, with the intention to please Allah until Allah is pleased. And the first order of Allah after reciting the kalima is the order to invite people to Allah, or the order to invite people to good, forbidding people from evil, which is done with your sacrifice of your own wealth and time in the way Muhammad Sallam, with the intention to please Allah until Allah is pleased with them. Okay.